Let's consider the power of appreciation. Hello, my name is Paul Harvey and I am a midlife coach, and you are listening to a life, passion and business shortcast. Now, over the last few years, I have spoken to hundreds of people and I've discovered that our story is everything, because what we do, feel or experience is based on the stories that we tell ourselves. This shortcast is a bite-sized episode to explore the ingredients of a good life. We bring out the thoughts, tips and tools so you can try them on for size. So let's explore and see what is possible. I attended a couple of community meetings this week. Both are community organisations, both in areas of transition. The first one was an extraordinary EGM, and this is a survival situation for this organisation. They need to raise more funds, they need to generate more income. And the new board had come in and they wanted to share their vision for where they were going to go. Not to necessarily say all the I's and T's are dotted and crossed, but they wanted to just say, look, this is where we're thinking of going. What do you think about this? How can we move this forward? We want permission sort of, or a mandate to move it forward. And while everybody in the room knew this was a rough outline and it looked interesting, there were some people that were determined to tear it down. And it's like, what is that about? What is that about where people want to destroy rather than build up? And I understand where it was coming from. It was coming from fear of change. I guess it's survivalist on some level. And the sad thing about it is, of course, is it makes those community type organizations, it gives them a reputation, because anyone else in the room who might have had a good idea, who might have had some solution to the problem and who could have said, hey, I'm happy to help you with this, it makes them less likely to want to put their ideas forward when they can see that those that have are getting their asses kicked. And this is a really interesting question, isn't it? What is it about the human condition that would rather tear things down than build things up? The second meeting I had a similar issue, which admittedly they did appreciate that they had made a mistake. This was the organising groups that they had made a mistake, and they apologised directly in that meeting. And I think it will work itself out. But it was still produced a kind of sticky energy in the conversation, which just wasn't that helpful. And it just made me wonder what it is about life where we have to kind of tear at the edges of things rather than build things up. Because there is a huge power in appreciation. And had those comments in the room been delivered in a particular appreciative way, in a way which actually cushioned the blow, I think it would have been less destructive in the situation. I mean, this is the thing about this, about the power of appreciation, our conversation is today. But I'll digress a little bit here. In Toastmasters, which is a public speaking club, you have a speech. People give speeches, and at the end of the evening, towards the end, all of the speeches and things are reviewed. And there's a way of reviewing something. There's a way of giving feedback to something, which gives a critique, but it does it in such a way that the person is not feeling directly got at. They're given this is an example of how you could improve something. And one of the things in Toastmasters, they say commend, recommend, commend. So the idea being is you appreciate some aspect of the speech, you give an example of how you could change it, how you could make it better, and then you commend something else about the speech. And there's a real value in this thing. And this package, when you package something like that, it takes the sting out of the tail. And I think in both of these community group organizations, had the person delivering their blow had properly coated it, shall we say, in a bit of appreciation at both ends, it would have made a massive difference to how it landed. And that is the big point here, really, is the power of appreciation. Because when you feel appreciated, when I feel appreciated, I know it makes me stand taller. It makes me feel good about myself. And that's the point. We all want to feel good about ourselves, don't we? We all want to have this idea that we are being the best that we can. And when someone points it out to us, hey, you did a good job, dear. That was really brilliant. Thank you so much for doing what you did. That makes a massive difference. It helps people stand tall. It helps people, it makes people want to do their best, want to, if you like, seek more appreciation, maybe. That's what it does, isn't it? And it's like that thing, you're never going to get the best out of someone by scolding them. So why do we choose to scold? That's the point I'm really coming up with here. Children don't behave better when they're shouted at. They behave better when they're directed in a certain way. And adults are the same. We are all the same. We all need to be treated with respect and appreciated for what we do. And here's a thing which is really important. Do you appreciate yourself? Hey, that is the biggest one, isn't it? Many people can appreciate others, but they fail to appreciate themselves. The most powerful thing you can do is look in a mirror and tell yourself that you appreciate yourself and why you appreciate yourself. And that is a very powerful exercise. If you do it well, if you really stare in the mirror and do it, you will have an emotional response. Guarantee it. In fact, just staring in a mirror at yourself for more than a few minutes without doing anything else other than just looking, it is a powerful tool for appreciation, or just seeing where you are in this moment. But mirror work is something else. We'll talk about that another day, maybe. So I guess what I want to leave you with today is remember the power of appreciation, because you can use it in your teams. You can use it in your family. You can use it everywhere in your life. You can use it with your friends. When you tell someone, anybody, when you tell someone that you appreciate what they do for you or how they do something for you, it makes a massive difference to their lives. It really does. And it will also make a massive difference to you, because when people, well, you'll probably get appreciations back. When people know that you can appreciate them for something, they'll probably look something to appreciate you. And hey, that's all we want in life, isn't it? We want to be appreciated. So how to take this forward? Well, do the mirror exercise. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you appreciate yourself. Find a friend or something that you like, something about, when you notice something that you like this week, tell them that you appreciate it. And also what you could do is journal your thoughts on appreciation. Where have you been appreciated? Where have you not been appreciated? What was the difference? What made the difference for you? Lots of things you could do with this stuff. It's a very, very powerful tool. Anyway, that's it for me for this week. I will be back on Wednesday-ish. I've got a special podcast coming up this week. It will be a new podcast with Jane Duncan Rogers, an old friend of the podcast. We both did the Millionaire Year this year, the Millionaire Mindset. Oh, I can't remember the name of the thing. But we did an exploration of money this year, and we did it together. And we both got some results at it, and I'd like to talk about it. And rather than just do it on my own, I thought I would do it with Jane, as she just lives around the corner. So that will be out on Wednesday. If you have any comments about appreciation or would like to get in touch with me, do reach out. In the meantime, check out the website at lifepassionandbusiness.com, where you'll find all of our resources, including focus coaching. Anyway, if you like this podcast, share it with a friend, leave us some stars, usual stuff. Other than that, I will catch you next time. All the best.